This movie, it's kind of... Okay, I'll elaborate and try to be fair on it. It follows straight on from Casino Royale, being rather unique in that it's a direct follow-up, something which hadn't actually been attempted properly in the series. I don't want to give spoilers, so I won't go into the plot, but to be honest, when I saw it, I didn't even really get what was going on half the time, due to the mess of a script and the film being completely uninteresting to me. In a way, it reminds me of License to Kill. Bond is out for revenge and emotionally compromised. It's a very rough, different portrayal of the character. The difference is, though, that I love License to Kill. I can't say the same for this one. It's not very Bond-like, it feels more like a Jason Bourne film, even going so far as to hire some of the same crew to try and replicate the feel those films had. The main problem with the film when it opens was the expectation. See, Casino Royale gave new life to the series, which many people, myself included, didn't feel it could still pull off. When Casino turned out to be such a high-quality film, Quantum was announced to quickly follow on from it and act as sort of a second part. This premise was cool to me, as it hadn't been done in the series as I said earlier. I couldn't wait to see what the series would bring next. There were some large shoes to fill, especially since Martin Campbell wasn't returning to direct. Instead, Mark Forster filled the spot. The film is plagued with problems, one being the absolutely garbage editing and bland visual aspects. I don't know why they insisted on the action conforming to what I call shaky cam quick cutting crap, but it was one of those things that every action movie seemed to pledge allegiance to around this time. It just made me a little annoyed that James Bond films had to rely on techniques like this. In fact, a lot of great stunt work and high production value gets wasted because of these techniques, and it takes me out of the film. Just look at the opening car chase and tell me you wouldn't rather have seen it shot more traditionally. Most of the film can pretty much be attributed as Bond goes to some country, punches some people with his powers of confusing editing, rinse and repeat, on to the next one. Quantum of Solace is a mediocre film, but as a Bond film it's much worse and a huge disappointment to the fantastic Casino Royale. While Casino was very different, it felt like a modern version of Bond and still featured the core elements of the series. Quantum just seemed to remove them in favour of trying too hard to be new and modern, which took out what people loved in the first place. Any good aspects are wasted on the overwhelming amount of mediocrity that this movie brings with it. The film was rushed out with a $230 million budget. You heard that right. It cost $230 million to make this movie. It's also ironically the shortest Bond film in the whole series. I could ramble more, but I really don't want to waste more time on it. I feel I've said all I really need to. It's just not really worth watching unless you want to see all the Bond movies or have some time to kill with no good films to watch instead.